Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I have another pick a card reading for you today. I am doing my readings today in my bedroom, so hopefully you can see the cards laid out when I do set them out. I haven't put them into piles yet, but I did do a quick little shuffle beforehand, and I'll go ahead and put the cards into piles. But today what we will ask Spirit for guidance on is what love messages does Spirit have for us. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do a quick shuffle here, and I'll get them laid out into piles. So what love message does Spirit have for us? What do they want us to know in regards to a person or situation? And I'll do the normal kind of 3-pile thing. What love message does Spirit have for us in regards to our person and our situation? What love message does Spirit have for us? It's somewhat different doing this from my bedroom. I have my kids are occupying other spaces of the house. Then I'm going to use these Namaste Blessing and Divination cards. They have some cute little messages, so I thought I'd use those as well. The cards that I just placed down are Mystic Moon Oracles. And I'll have the description of these cards down in the description box in case any of you are interested in purchasing or just want to see the entire deck. And I'll do one of these for each pile. And these cards are much bigger. Do one for each, and hopefully, okay, you can't see them, can you? Sorry, I'll get better. Maybe next time I won't do them from the bedroom, but I felt like we needed a message, in spite of my daughter being at the computer. So, I have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So I'll give you a minute and go ahead and choose your pile, and then we'll get into the reading. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start with pile number 1. Move those out of the way. And get into the cards. So first we have, we'll go through the tarot. We have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, Commitment, the answer is no. Interesting. Big Dreams, and from the Namaste cards, the Blessing of Omnipresence. The message says, breathe in light and breathe out any unwanted thoughts. Dwelling on what has been or might have been serves no purpose. Feel the healing, omnipresent light that surrounds and fills you, sorry. Focus on the present, for it is blessed with infinite potential. The blessing of omnipresence. All right. And this is the Soulful Woman cards. This is number 11, the power of self-talk. When my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. So that is, those are your cards. I'll move those up just a little bit so you can see. So I feel like somebody's holding back right now. Maybe someone isn't expressing their emotions. I think in the past there was some good feeling emotions. Lots of emotions here. Lots of love, possibly a commitment, or just wanting a commitment out of this relationship, or maybe having seen this relationship going towards a commitment. But yeah, right now I feel like somebody's holding back. Maybe somebody isn't expressing their feelings. Someone may be concerned right now more with their money, their wealth. They may be more concerned with building a stable financial situation for themselves. They might be more invested in their job and career at the moment. I feel like here with the Six of Wands, though, and this big dreams card, I think things could be changing for you here pretty soon. It's interesting. I like this message in the card. It tells us to breathe in light and breathe out unwanted thoughts. And it's telling us that there is no purpose in dwelling on what might have been, what could have been, what has been, because the important thing to remember is that we're living in the now. We have to focus on the present because there are blessings in the present, and there are infinite potential for blessings. So by focusing on the now, we are opening ourselves up to bigger things, our big dreams. And I think part of how we do this is by positive self-talk, being kinder to ourselves, talking kind to ourselves. Sorry, I had to check if you could see the card. But talking kinder to ourselves and making sure that we believe in ourselves, that we believe in our potential to achieve our dreams and our goals. And even if someone isn't meeting us and giving us what we need right now, we can always give ourselves what we need. And by loving ourselves, we open ourselves up to those infinite blessings and those potential blessings. I don't know if this was a connection that ended, or maybe it's just a connection that isn't going anywhere right now. But for whatever reason, I do feel like there is something's at a standstill here with the answer is no, and it's right in the center of the spread. So I feel like that's the reason that you may be seeking out this reading today, feeling like somebody isn't reciprocating or somebody is holding back. And I think our message that Spirit wants to remind us is that we need to focus on the present. We need to focus on the things that are happening now. We need to focus on ourselves in this positive self-talk. Focus on our dreams for the future. Focusing on achievement, and that's here with the Six of Wands, the goals that we want to achieve, our dreams, having the support of our friends there. I feel like that's where Spirit wants us to focus right now, and not so much on the stagnation that's happening in this connection. I think that Spirit is asking us to use this time as an opportunity to work on ourselves, to work on what we want for our future and how we can make our dreams a reality. And a lot of this starts with the way we talk to ourselves and the way that we view ourselves and how we encourage ourselves and love ourselves. In doing so, will open us up to those blessings here. So, even in doing that, this can come back around, whether it be with a new person or the connection that you have in mind, by becoming a better or a truer version of yourself and being comfortable with where you're at as a person. Okay, sorry, I had an interruption. But so by becoming the person or a better version of ourselves, by putting that work into who we are actually opening ourselves up to receive the blessings of the universe and what Spirit has for us. We will start attracting that energy in. So that is what I have for reading number 1. And let's go ahead and get into the message for reading number 2. So pile number 2, these are your cards. What messages does Spirit have for us? And these are love messages. So we have, first off with the tarot, 5 of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. And we have the Empress. And with the Mystic Moon Oracles, we have Fresh Start. We have Fear. Awakening. And from the Namaste Namaste, Blessing, and Divination cards, we have the Blessing of Oneness. Bring your awareness within and connect with the eternal you. Love, abundance, and blessings flow to you. Feel a deep sense of peace. Feel the oneness, the clarity, the perfection, and the love that you truly are. All right, and then we have, this is from the Soulful Woman, the Soulful Woman card, sorry. Number 9, service is co-creation. My service, no matter how great or small, is a conscious act of co-creation with the world. So, all right. Pile number 2. What love messages does Spirit have for you? What does Spirit want you to know? So I feel like I don't want to say suffered, but you have experienced a loss here of some sort. A loss that required you to start fresh, to start new. And it could be that, so if you are in a connection and maybe you both haven't parted ways, but possibly there was just something lacking in your relationship, the fresh start could be that you guys have decided to put the past behind you guys and decide to move forward in a relationship, focusing on how to fix your problems. Or you did decide to go separate ways because it wasn't working, and so you really did start over. So 2 different ways that could be playing out in your situation. Possibly there is forward movement here with the Chariot card, also knowing what and where you want to go. The Chariot energy is one of having a set destination in mind, knowing where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and going for it. So we do have the Chariot and Empress here as well, which talks to me of beautiful. The Empress is a really beautiful energy, an energy of creation, energy of love and beauty, connection. And then we have down here, and I know I'm skipping around a little bit, but we have fear right here in the center. So there's possibly some fear and apprehension that you have in going or moving forward in this new direction, but you are going through an awakening right now, waking your senses up to soul fulfillment and personal fulfillment. So bring your awareness within and connect with the eternal you. So I feel like this corresponds with the awakening card. You are becoming more aware. You're becoming aware of being one with Spirit, feeling the love and abundance and the blessings. With the Empress card, feeling a deep sense of peace. So although there's some fear and apprehension here, you do know and you are feeling that everything will be okay. You're headed into some uncharted territory, perhaps, but you know that this journey is one that you were meant to go on. Some journey that is helping you to grow and develop as a person. And I feel like with the Temperance card, I love that this card here really points out love, abundance, and blessings flow to you. I think that with with your awakening here, these blessings are going to continue to come to you. And if you don't feel like you're receiving abundance and love right now, don't worry, because it is coming in for you very soon, and you will get back on track. You'll overcome this fear. Sometimes it's just that initial stage of change that really has us caught up in our heads. A fear of the unknown, fear of the future, fear of what's to come. But with the Empress card here, you really are in a position to receive the blessings that the universe and spirit does have for you. And I like this card because it does co-creation. By going through this awakening, you are co-creating your reality along with spirit and the universe. So going through this awakening is helping this, or having this co-creation. And I don't even know if you can see the cards. I'm sorry, I need to pay attention more. But having this awakening is helping you co-create your reality. What else do I see here? I think with where you're going with the Chariot card here, I think that you will be successful in whatever direction you do choose to take. There might be some apprehension and fear with that, but know that the decisions that you're making, they are positive ones and bringing blessings for you. So I think your hard work, for the most part, your challenges are they're in the past. You have, or you know how to pull yourself out of this energy, the energy of the Five of Pentacles, and you are headed to some good success here, whether that's in love life or maybe another area of life with other areas. The Empress, she can be I don't know why Mother came to mind, but she is the Mother of the Tarot deck. But with her, she's abundant, love, and all the queens aspire to be her. So you're definitely headed in the right direction. And I feel like those are the messages that I have for number 2. So that concludes the reading for pile number 2. And we'll go ahead and move on to messages for pile number 3. And pile number 3, what message does Spirit have for you? What love message does Spirit have for you? These were cards were pulled with the intention of it being a love reading. So your first card here is the Queen of Swords, the Strength card, the Hierophant, and from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck, we have Release, Pause, Crossroads, and the Namaste Blessing cards, Life's Blessings. Life bestows her blessing. She is the wind of change flowing through you, and this change is your blessing. Don't try to hold on, no matter how unsettling it may seem, for all will magically transform when the time is right. When you look back, you will see only love. And from the Soulful Woman cards, we have number 38, listening to my body. My health is my life, the temple of my experience, and the greatest of my blessings. All right, so pile number 3. So the life blessing kind of summed it up really well here. It talks of there having been, or maybe currently there is a change happening in your life, and it's telling you not to hold on, no matter how unsettling it is. There is a right time for everything, and everything will unfold in the way that it is meant to unfold. And sometimes we don't understand in the midst of the things that we are going through. We don't understand the lesson or the takeaway. Why did it have to happen to me? Why did it happen this way? And a lot of times we don't understand as we're going through it why. But after time, after healing, we start to understand, see the big picture, and see the lesson that's there. And a lot of times how it helps you grow and become a better person in the process. So definitely something that you had to release here. And I think that in the moment, you're kind of just taking a break. Pausing to reflect on the things that have happened, and knowing that you need to make some decisions up here with the crossroads card in the so there was something, I think, here with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords sometimes indicates to me having cut something out of your life or situation, or being blunt about something, just not being afraid to withhold communication. And sometimes it could be like a harsh type of communication, but it's definitely just cutting to the point, getting to the heart of the matter. And it may be something that has happened here, something that you realize needed to be done with and released and let go. And I think here there's a lot of strength in this situation. Somebody is, and remember, this can be vice versa for you or your person, but somebody is having an immense amount of strength here, emotional strength. For some reason, I just heard holding true to their values. We do have the Hierophant card here, so I feel like this is somebody that is not compromising their values. They're holding strong. They're continuing to present themselves and act in a manner that they feel that they were brought up with in childhood, possibly. Being strong to their values. That's what I'm getting from that. And sometimes people do test us, and it makes us reflect on what our values are. It makes us reflect on what are our values, and sometimes it can even test our values. Do we really believe what we think we believed? But I think somebody is holding strong with their values and knowing that without those values, the world just becomes really messy. I'm looking at the mud here with the crossroads, but I feel like it is something that requires an immense amount of strength right now. Listening to your body. My health is my life, the temple of my experience, and the greatest of my blessings. So this could even be mental health, like as far as just feeling that peace, inner peace, self-love, but listening and knowing when maybe something is too much, knowing when you need to take a break and step back, or maybe knowing when you need to refrain yourself from speaking some harsh words, knowing or having learned lessons in the past, and knowing that you need to be strong. A lot of that is listening to ourselves, our body. Sometimes situations get so stressful and so emotionally draining. We really just need to do something for ourselves. Maybe make sure we get to bed earlier that night. Maybe take a bubble bath. Taking care of ourselves in these times of uncertainty, and taking that time to pause and reflect. Sometimes taking the time out is what we need just to get through the everyday challenges. But I think at the same time, remembering at the end of the day that life is full of blessings, even when there is change. Even when there's change, even in the darkest moments, that really life comes with all sorts of lessons, all sorts of challenges, hurts and pains, but it also comes with gifts and happy times and precious times. And that's what life is. Life is full of this wide spectrum of moments. They are all blessings. And I like the last line, when you look back, you will see only love. So even when we're looking back on the hurtful times, if we push farther back and look deeper, we will still see love in lots of those situations, the painful situations, the heartbreak, the sadness. A lot of times there was love present, but they were also sent to us as lessons. And from out of those lessons come blessings, an opportunity for us to pick ourselves up and to keep going, and to not lose sight of our values, not lose sight of what is important to us. I just had a thought here of, maybe somebody wasn't giving us a commitment that we wanted, and we know that that's something that we need, which would ultimately put us at a crossroads with that person in that relationship. But I think that there's a lot of strength here in knowing your values, and knowing where you want to go. And I think we have to listen to ourselves at the end of the day. We have to know what we want and what works for us, and be willing to accept the change that life brings for us, knowing that there are blessings even out of change and difficulty and hard times. So, all right, well, that is what I have for reading number 3. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you will join me for another pick a card reading again. Please like, share, and subscribe, and you guys have a great day.